You get to work on battery, honey?
You can have this. This is the envelope that it came in. Maybe they didn't have a birth certificate
This was a copy made
for
in
William
1940.
William.
Yeah, see, they made a copy in 1940. It's actually made of a birth in 1870.
See, some of the registers also got destroyed and lost, so it depends on where it was recorded.
Right.
Of this one, which looks like this is the original, 1880 printed. So this is on the paper from the
Right, this is
1880s.
obviously right.
So
They must have looked at this.
can barely read
Yes,
it.
and
Yeah.
grade. Now they must have a way to access these directly.
I'm supposed to reprint them.
Yeah.
Genealogy purposes only. It's so wild. That's wild.
The researchers.
Oh, yeah.
I wish you sit down and see it.
No,
This is
no.
so exciting though, to get all this great stuff. The year is 1911.
They all wrote the same, their handwriting.
Okay, this is Jerome
If you look at stuff that's written,
and Lene,
a lot of the handwritings are all
Suzanne, who is
You guys being in Chicago, some of you being in Chicago could
Pat's
see
son
this.
Craig's wife.
You
And
know,
this is
the address
Kathy,
is where these
Claire's
people
daughter,
live.
Jerome's sister.
These are the Redmond.
And this is Gary.
Southside.
This one they lived on. You know,
Is that going to take a really good picture to go with
yeah.
this?
I'm gonna go tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to see it
over
another day.
Oh, so you're going to be. Yeah.
How long are you here?
We're leaving tomorrow afternoon. So I figured art and the baby and thank you. Of course, now I need a pen.
Do you want this one that you have here?
Did you hear that story of the Redmond Bible? Which stuff?
That picture?
Oh, I don't want to take this from you.
Well, we can take it and do it at a more convenient time and take it out of the.
No, because we don't have hot dogs, so I wasn't going to put out roast. You know, if you want to take those pickles and cut them in half when you lay them out, okay. People might not want a big one, but they'll take a couple smaller ones. What do you need? Sure.
You think that's the deal, huh?
Yeah.
We're going after dinner.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Thursday, it's apple. You don't like apples. You want me to get you something else?
No, no problem.
Alrighty.
Her voice sounds the same.
And that's that's where we put all her pictures.
Oh,
And
yeah.
when Mom sends cards, and you
Uh-huh.
send cards, we always
Uh-huh.
put them up.
You have a
Oh,
special
there's
place for your things.
Julie and baby and.
We keep
Oh,
the
do you see the
family-
pictures here? Yeah.
It means a lot to her.
Mhm. You want to open which, the bottom?
That bottom
Oh,
drawer
there, I see.
down there, it's got a stack of letters this high.
Oh, I see them. I see them.
From
So
everybody.
when I can start to write
Mm-hmm.
decently,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to write,
Answer all those
answer all them.
We want you. My mom wants you to write to her. You know Delia? Do you remember
Yes.
Delia? Yeah. She likes to have you write to her when you can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
she was
so-
happy to write to you too.
So far, Andrea is doing the,
Yes, she's
Secretary.
helping out.
Mhm.
She is. She's telling us how you're doing, and she is. We saw her today too. We saw Andrea today
Hey, Mom,
and the family.
we've been talking about all the family stuff and everything. Do you think you could tell us some of the stuff about like the we've been talking like we were talking about Grandma Lillian
yes,
and Grandpa Redmond, and we had to
pictures out, and we're talking about all the different people.
The Redmonds.
Do you remember
Can you
them?
see it though, Aunt Claire? No, it's hard. This is better.
She might remember
Is there a
her,
light there?
her mother
Okay.
and that picture's her mother.
This one?
From this I can't
Yeah, the
get
bottom one.
anything.
Mom,
This
what
one here.
order? Yeah, this one. Can you
This
see this one? Here?
Which one?
This one. Right here.
Delia
Yeah.
and Helen. Do you remember Helen?
Oh,
Bernard's,
yeah.
your brother Bernard's wife, Helen.
Yeah, and
They're holding Pat, isn't it? Miss Pat? Patsy?
Mama,
oh, Genevieve, isn't it?
what order did Sister Donatella belong to?
Franciscans.
Franciscans. Okay.
Thank you.
'Cause we had her picture and we were wondering, we couldn't remember what order she was in there for quite a long time, right?
Well, she was 15 years old.
Oh,
So-
right.
Yeah.
We've been talking about all the family.
No wonder I couldn't go to sleep.
That was it. And Gary is our historian. See, he's writing everything down as much as he can. So he might ask you some stuff and see if you can, fill in some blanks.
You wrote to
think?
me some time ago about some of these things and answered some of my questions for me, I remember. You wrote me, I wrote more on this paper, but you wrote some names down of like Bonanno and Saraceno.
Who are the
Do you remember
Saracenas?
some of those names? And
Sure, the Saracenas were my father's cousins.
your father's cousins?
Okay.
They were his mother's family.
Yes,
The Desimones?
yes, Simonis, yes,
They were related to the Decimonians.
yes.
Do you know how? Was
Well,
it?
she was a Decimoni.
Yeah. Where did the Saracenos come into that? Were they cousins or
Cousins,
sisters?
cousins.
Cousins? His Desmoni, the mother was Florence, huh? Do you remember? That would be your grandmother Florence.
Yeah.
You remember her?
Yes, very well.
You do, huh? Did you guys go visit them?
Yeah, we used to go there like a Sunday for dinner,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
or a day like that, or they would be to our house.
Visited.
She was Italian?
Yeah,
Did she speak Italian, do you know?
I
Oh.
don't know if she did or not.
But they didn't, wasn't there something that somebody didn't like the Italian side of the family too much? Who was the one that didn't like the Italian people?
The Redmonds.
They didn't care for the Italian side, huh? How
So
come?
grandpa? Your grandpa?
William Joseph Willen. That would be your father. And then his father was William George Willen, right? But was he the right father, do you think? Because Delia said that maybe the father was somebody from New Orleans. That Florence may have had that William Joseph's mother was Florence, but that his father might have been somebody from New Orleans. And then she got married up here after that or something. You never heard that one? No. Huh? They always talked about William George Willen as being the father of your father. William Joseph? You don't remember that?
Too many Williams, huh, Mom?
Absolutely.
How many Williams were there, do you remember?
Every one of the brothers had a William in the
Oh, is that right? That makes it difficult.
She could talk about it.
When,
Oh,
Yeah.
it would be, they would say, not my William, you're William. You're William.
Common name.
when your grandma and grandpa came from Ireland, do you remember what year they came to America? Or anything like that?
No. But if you ever get to New York, go to St. Patrick's Cathedral,
That's
look,
where they were married, right?
that's where they were married.
Did they go to church there a lot?
Well, they only were there for a short while.
Oh.
took them 30 days to come from Ireland to Boston.
How did they come, by ship?
Ship.
Do you remember the name of the ship they came on?
No, I don't. I never even heard. And there isn't anybody around that could remember.
Why did they come from Ireland? Did they ever say?
Well, get a better way of living.
Yeah.
Because everything was terrible over there. The potato famine.
Oh.
Very poor.
So they left for that reason.
Did he already have family here? His brother?
He had a cousin in Boston. They went to Boston. And after they were there in Boston for a while, they decided to go to New York and get married. And my grandfather had a bakery here.
Yeah.
In Chicago?
Robert Redmond did?
Yeah.
Her grandfather's Robert.
Uh-huh. Huh. What kind of a bakery was it?
I have no idea,
Oh.
dear.
That was before your time, huh?
Where was the bakery? Do you know, Aunt Claire, where it was?
It was probably on the northeast side.
Chicago.
And they worked, Grandpa and his oldest son, Alec, worked in the post office. And they used to walk all the way from Princeton Avenue, which is quite a long hike, to the loop to work, and back home at nighttime, two of them together. And my grandfather carried a shillelagh with him. You know what a shillelagh is?
Yes. I do know what you mean.
Okay, thank you very
That
much.
way she'll know where it's going.
Okay.
You guys can chit-chat.
So that in case they got attacked at nighttime coming home,
Oh.
somebody would get clobbered over the head
Yeah.
with that shillelagh.
They used it for a weapon. That was smart.
What did your grandma your grandma Desmond, what would she cook? Would she cook Italian food? Florence?
Yeah, as far as I know.
What would she cook you? What would she make for dinner when you go over there on Sundays?
Spaghetti was the main source.
Is that right? Yeah. Did she ever talk about her parents or where she came from in Italy?
She came from New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans. Did she have a brother, Victor?
Yeah.
Did she have any other brothers and sisters? Do you remember? Aunts or uncles that would be her sister or brother?
My father, and then Victor was my father's brother.
Victor was your grandfather's brother, right? Oh, you had a Victor as your father's brother, yeah, William's brother.
Yeah.
But what about Victor Desmond? Do you remember him? Victor Desmond or Desmond? No? Victor or Kate Desmond?
Yeah, Catherine, I remember her birthday was the day before mine.
Is that right? Was she a lot older than you?
She was a school teacher.
Oh. That was
But
Catherine.
we used to go visit over there during the holidays, school holidays and things.
Who was she? Catherine Desmond. Who was her husband?
She was not married.
Oh, she never married?
So amazing.
She never had any children, huh? Was she a sister to your grandmother? No. You know who she was related to? Remember?
From her mother.
Oh. Her mother was Stella Desmond was her mother?
And she had a brother named Earl Desmond.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Earl Desmond. He lived in Chicago. And what about Walter Desmond?
And that was his name. Earl Silver.
And a Richard Desmond? Do you remember him?
See, I'm only a itty bitty girl.
What about Bonanno?
Huh?
Do you remember Josephine Bonanno? No? No Josephine Bonanno? You sent me her address one time. And the address, you put her address with Earl and Richard and Walter's address. And next to them you put Josephine Bonanno. Don't remember how she comes in, huh?
Unless she was married to one of them.
Mm.
That's all I can say.
Yeah. But the Saracinos were on that side of the family too, huh?
Yeah,
Did you ever visit any of the Saracinos?
lots of times.
Oh yeah?
In fact, Cora Saraceno is my godmother.
Is that right? What children were her children? Did Cora have children too?
George and Willie.
George and Willie? Another William, huh? Was there anybody else in that family? Who was she married to?
Cora?
Yeah. Your godmother, Cora. Who was her husband?
I think his name was George. And he ran a limousine service.
In Chicago?
Yeah.
And they had some children, huh? They had those children, William, and what did you say? George was Willie Saraceno's father. I'm confusing it. George Saraceno had a mother, Cora Saraceno, and a father, George Saraceno. So George and Cora Saraceno were husband and wife. And they had some boys. They had Willie
And Georgie.
and Georgie.
He was a sissified guy here, so.
Oh, what kind?
Sissified.
Oh,
I mean a sissy.
is that right?
Yeah, when I was young, you know,
Uh-huh.
and we'd go visit them or something. He invited over there, you know, like in the Albany. He would always hug you. He didn't think I had my mother got scared, I guess.
Oh.
She used to make sure that I stayed far enough away from her.
You mean Lillian, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, you remember your mom a lot?
my mother, sure.
Lillian, yeah, I do too.
How was Lillian as a mother? Did she talk a lot about her family and her childhood? And her parents?
Not really.
You know? More day-to-day stuff?
Especially after my brother got hurt.
You mean Willard, huh?
That upset her a lot?
What?
That upset her a lot?
Yeah, she blamed herself. Because she said if she hadn't gone out that afternoon to visit her lady friend and hadn't made the arrangements for him to come and meet her and carry home the groceries,
Wouldn't have happened.
it wouldn't have happened because he wouldn't have been there in that spot to get stuff underneath the train.
Yes. Should we leave? Is it
What
on?
is it?
It's on, it's okay. You just want to give some medicine?
Later.
Okay.
Well.
It's okay.
Yes, that was a terrible tragedy for Lillian, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
terrible shock to the whole neighborhood. And me, I was home alone.
Oh.
I was 14 years old.
Oh my God.
He was only 12.
Was very old.
And my mother, when the police were at the door,
Oh.
where's your mother? I said she was out at the store. She was out visiting a lady friend. I said she should be coming home any minute. And just about that time we heard a loud scream. I said, that's my mother now. And I could look down Central Park Avenue and see her talking to a couple of neighbors. And now she went on the sidewalk, because the ignorant man says, she says, did something happen there? He said, yes, he says, the little boy lives in that house over there, just got his leg cut off.
And she knew.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw it all that. You must have been scared too.
Oh, yes, 6 years.
Oh, bet. I'll just.
So, in those days they didn't have squad cars like they got now, you know.
Yeah.
So the police had like a touring car, and one guy stood on a running board with a whistle, tweet, 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 when he comes to the crossing.
To go through. They took him to the hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, St. Bernard's Hospital.
Yeah, the guy that came rang my doorbell, said, call an ambulance. The little boy that lives in here just got his leg cut off.
Gee, what did you think? That's
Well, call an ambulance, I wouldn't know how to call an ambulance.
Sure.
So instead I went on the back porch and I called the neighbor next door.
Oh, that was good that you did that, yeah. Did she come right over?
Both him and her,
Both, yeah.
they went out onto the track.
Oh, to try to help?
And they went, and then our neighbor next door to them. And just then a taxi cab came down the street. You never see a taxi in your life if you wanted one.
Oh, I see.
So the man went and picked him up. The lady picked up his leg and his shoe, with the foot off of his shoe. And they sat in the back seat. And then the police car went ahead of them all the way to St. Bernard's Hospital.
To guide the car so he could go there fast. Oh.
So when my mother...
Somebody's here, look.
This is Gary's son. Gary's baby Dalton. And this is Gary's wife,
Hi.
Julie.
It's nice to meet you, Claire.
This is Auntie Clare. She's telling us some interesting things.
Oh, good.
So you don't want any of your juice? You know,
Get some different kinds. She's talking so much. Maybe she
would you like me to see if I can get you some cranberry juice or some, do you have water? Where's your water pitcher?
I have no idea.
No.
Oh, we should get a little something. She's talking so much. You're thirsty.
You know what, I'm gonna go see if I can get your water pitcher maybe.
A little something.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
should
if
be
you
here.
can.
It should have been here with that tray.
Right, it should have been. She'll get you something. You help you a little bit.
Here's your water pitcher.
Oh.
Shall I go get you some fresh water though? How
Yeah.
long has this water been in here?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Let me go
Yeah,
get
there's
some
glass
ice.
too, honey. I don't know where there's a glass.
There's a straw in
Oh yeah, that would be good.
there. Let me taste it. I can tell you if it tastes like the canal or Lake Michigan.
Oh.
And I'll let you know whether I want it or not. Usually with my tray I have a glass with 8 ounces of water. Ice water, you know. It's a cool, yeah. And then you know what happens at nighttime then.
Oh, you have to go by.
Took me a minute.
Forget it. Yeah, that's what happens. Dalton came all the way from California with his mom and dad.
Okay.
Oh, I think he did. He's a good baby. He smiles a lot. Go ahead. He's smiling.
Did you say hi to Claire? Did you say hello?
You got to see Maxwell today.
You did? Yeah, I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah. And Genevieve, I think. Am I saying that right? Genevieve?
Genevieve was, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you remember about your dad, Aunt Claire? William. You remember your dad well?
Oh, sure.
Sure. What do you remember about your dad, William? Oh.
He was a milkman.
Oh, that's right. He was a milkman all his life.
Did he like his work?
Yeah, but, yeah, I guess. And then later years when we moved to Michigan City, Indiana, he had his own dairy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how many, 5 or 6 rounds.
He had some animals too at different times.
Rabbits.
Didn't he? Yeah, rabbits and rabbit hutches. Remember the rabbit hutches?
Oh,
We all remember the rabbit hutches.
hutches.
He had about 500 rabbits.
He sure did.
Wow. And when I
Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Atta girl.
when I stayed there, it was my job to go out there every night with my father and go up and down each row of houses. And he'd say, all right, the rabbit man is coming tomorrow. Every Tuesday, the rabbit man comes. Buy the rabbits.
Oh.
Fried.
To market, maybe like to market.
Yeah, he bought exclusively from my father for the veterans hospital.
Oh, I didn't know that part. Mm-hmm.
There was a big veterans hospital somewhere in that vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think, north of my father's house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, how about if I take a picture or two? Huh?
Oh, would that be nice?
Would that be okay with you?
Sure.
Hey, girl. You look so cool.
I want to take a picture with you.
With the baby.
Well,
Oh.
you can come inside and I'll shoot him with the baby.
Hello. Oh, you got a picture there.
You gotta be quick with it.
Hmm.
No, we're just,
Oh,
all
there we
babies
go.
are together.
There we go.
He loves those rails. He wants to climb on them. He thinks they're
Okay.
They're cold.
Here we go. Everybody look this way. Mama, turn your head this way.
That's terrific. Oh,
One more.
that was really terrific.
One more. Okay.
Smile pretty face.
Oh, thank you, Aunt Claire. That's precious with baby Dalton.
You're on camera.
Oh, thank you.
You're on candid camera, huh?
Thank you, Aunt Claire. You like baby's Aunt Claire, huh?
Mom?
I can't wait to go see
Max.
what's his name?
No, Maxwell.
Max?
Maxwell.
Maxwell.
He's getting big.
Yeah. Here's their picture of him in the corner there.
Aww.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, and there's baby Dalton too. Yeah. We always put Aunt Delia's and Joy's cards up on the board and read them, and then we'll put them up for her on there. They really, she just, it's a
That's
special
wonderful
part
to
of her
know,
day.
though. That's wonderful for us to know.
Yeah. Huh, Mom? You like it when you get cards from Julie and Joy,
She
right?
showed them in her drawer, you know, after she saves them, and then she'll answer them sometime when she's able. That'd be nice. My mom would love to hear from you.
You know that Joy is here, just, she's got visiting for the day, and then she's gonna be heading back.
Because we all lived in California. You remember you used to come visit us in
And
California.
Gary is doing this really, really cool history of our family for all of us. Way, way back with everyone, as far as the
Jerome asked me a question last night when he was here
What?
for you.
Oh,
But I can't remember what it was now.
Oh.
I had attacked by for sixth grade.
Oh.
You're doing really well.
Well, I'd like to hear stories about the people that, yeah.
Claire, I'm gonna say goodbye real quick with the baby because I'm gonna take him outside to crawl on the grass. It was very nice to meet you.
Those are big ants.
Oh, I know, I've seen them.
Chicago ants.
Never
Wow.
seen Illinois ants
Oh,
And they bite.
thank you, Julie.
before. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Julie.
Bye-bye, honey.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for the visit, Claire.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sweetie. Yeah, you know, some of the things that you might remember, some things that no one else can remember. Like some of the older people, like your grandparents. You know, no one else knows stories about who they were. And I like to hear any stories of you remembering about who they were, how they got along, what they did in their life, you know. Like when you would go, like when you'd have Sunday dinners with your grandma Florence and your grandfather.
They used to like to play jokes on my mother.
Yeah. What kinds of jokes would they do?
He had like a hose
Uh-huh.
and a bulb on it. And so my mother was reaching down under her plate on her plate to take a mouthful of something with her fork. He'd squeeze the bulb and just the plate would jump. And she almost had all of it in her mouth.
Whoa, whoa, that's a mean trick.
Yeah, he wasn't nasty that way.
Was he being funny or was he being mean?
Oh,
Both. What did she think of that?
she could hit him with the whole thing. Or she could get him.
Should throw it on his
Or
head.
she could had nerve in her.
Yeah.
If she had her way, she would, huh?
Did your grandmother and grandfather get along well between the two of them?
Yes and no.
Yeah. How yes and how no? Why not?
Well, there was always something going on. No. In the wrong way.
Uh-huh.
See, he was, Grandpa was not his father, but his father
Yeah.
was the conductor on the elevator line. Maybe he stayed up late, I don't know. Does the wheelchair fit you?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I was thinking of going for a ride, but
I don't think you will.
uh-huh.
You know, that folds up.
Okay, that's cool. I'm just parking my body for a
If you
minute.
ever decide you want to invite me out for some dinner or something.
Oh,
I
dinner,
see.
uh-huh.
You've got ideas over here.
Yeah, I think.
That's why I don't know why your brother don't take me out once in a while.
Well, it's kind of hard because, you know, you're a handful to transfer in and out of bed and to the wheelchair and then to the car and then back again. It's kind of hard, Mom. It's not that he doesn't want to, but, you know, it's really, really hard. And it's hard for him or somebody who's not trained to know how to lift you and move you and stuff. So that's pretty much why. It's not that he wouldn't if we could, you know. That's why we always come here.
Maybe they could bring you some food. Are you able to get other food from here?
Yeah, they
A
can.
treat sometimes, huh? That'd be nice.
Jerome brings her chocolate.
Yeah.
I bet it did.
You like chocolate?
Yeah, for
And fruit.
Her
In the
favorite,
summer?
huh? They're her favorite.
those big fat grapes.
Oh, they're delicious. You liked the fruit in California when you came to visit.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I heard you and Aunt Delia used to take plastic bags in your purses when you went out. Is that true? Huh? when you go to the buffet places, when you slip buns
Yeah, we would
and
have,
cinnamon rolls into your purses.
Julie didn't hear those.
sure,
Julie always makes fun of that.
instead of eating,
does it today.
gouging ourselves there, we'd bring one home for evening or whatever,
Sure.
for the next morning.
That was
A
smart.
sweet roll or something.
Yeah.
And Delia had a purse that you could
Could
travel
accommodate.
with it.
You know Aunt Claire? She still does it. She still does it. She takes home samples.
I do myself.
Sometimes I beat you to too.
In fact, that's why I missed the pudding on the tray today. I was looking all over for some cookies or something.
Oh, you want a cookie with your cookie?
Well, it was there. I'm glad I saw it for you. You didn't eat much. Were you not hungry?
Well, I'm sick of looking at that rice, and I wanted to write a note on that tray,
And tell them.
the paper that's on there, what do you call that?
Placemat.
Placemat.
On the tray instead of on your plate. And I'm gonna say, please don't serve me any more rice in any shape or form. I'm sick of looking at it.
And you would like what in its place?
Huh?
What would you like in its place? What would you think you would like
Well,
instead?
they always have something.
Okay.
Like
So
maybe a
we'll
potato?
tell them, like a baked potato or mashed potatoes or something?
Baked potato if they peel it.
Okay. All right.
What they do, they cut it up in four, or they have it in foil. They cut it up in four, and then you're stuck with the peeling. You know,
It's hard.
you can't get them off. A lot of times, Delia, she must be thinking of it.
She's thinking of you?
Mhm.
A lot. A lot. She sends her love to you, Aunt Claire.
Oh, that's lovely. I should mind that.
Good. She'd be happy. I'll tell her that we got to visit. She wanted to come, you know, but she couldn't come because she doesn't walk so well, you know, because remember she had polio, and now she's older, you know, and it's hard to walk.
Did you drive?
She does.
I mean,
But-
did you guys drive?
Oh, did we drive? Gary came on the airplane, and I came on the train. I took a nice train ride. You took a train ride too in the past, didn't you, to California?
Oh, yes.
Did you enjoy that ride?
I did.
Who did you go with? Can't remember. You came with, was it with,
Frank Daddy, yeah.
was it with
You
Frank?
went with Dad.
Came with Frank? No, yeah, well,
Yeah, you did. You went with Daddy to California on a train
to visit Delia.
to visit Aunt Delia and Uncle Willard and
She might come with a friend one time. Did she come with a friend? Did you come with a girlfriend one time?
That was a time.
From Florida?
oh, okay. You
I can't
went
remember
with,
who Kathy was with.
I know, yeah. And
A
I
lady
remember
friend.
Your
Yeah.
lady friend.
She was so nice.
And you know what? I thought, oh shoot, now that I'm here, that Jerome and I can take a ride some Sunday to Muskegon, Michigan,
Oh.
and go visit her, because she's in a nursing home
Oh.
with Alzheimer's disease.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? She used to live in Florida.
Yeah, right across the street from me.
Ah, she was your neighbor.
And the four was my husband and her husband.
Mhm.
The four was sister-in-law, the last of them.
Right. But now she's in Michigan in a nursing home.
That was her. That was where she was originally from.
Oh.
And her husband too, he was Steve there. Built bridges and schools and things like that.
Did she have children in Michigan that
She's got,
Now?
yes, she's got a boy. So when I write, I adjust it to him.
Mhm.
Yes, she does. And is
Mhm.
Read
Do you remember when we went down, I drove you down to see your cousin in Marseille?
Mhm.
Who is she? What was her name? Which cousin was that? The one in Marseille? Do you remember who that was?
My mother's sister's kid.
Oh. What was her name? Margaret? Margaret and Doc. Was that Margaret and Doc?
Yeah. And Loretta?
Loretta? What was their last name?
Richardson. James Richardson.
Yeah.
You had lots of cousins, didn't you?
Well, sure, they all had. We used to go visit them in the summertime down there in Marseille. There's a lake, country.
Did you ever visit any uncles on the Willen side? Aunts or uncles on the Willen side? Like, you know, your father had lots of brothers and sisters, right? Did you ever go visit any of those brothers?
Sure.
Yeah?
They all lived around the same area, you know, so if you visit one, they all be there.
In Chicago? Mm-hmm.
Do you remember Bernard, Uncle Bernard? You know,
My mother's brother?
no, I meant your brother. You remember Bernard a lot, don't you?
Sure.
Like you remember Willard a lot, right?
Yeah.
I see Pat sometimes.
Yes.
You know, Uncle Bernard's daughter is Patsy, and I see her sometimes. Do you remember some stories or some things you and Uncle Bernard did? Or Uncle, I'm saying Uncle, I shouldn't say Uncle. Do you remember some things you and Bernard or Willard did when you were younger?
Games you played or things you did? How was it growing up?
Story like with the two of them.
When we lived in Michigan City, when we lived in Michigan City, Indiana,
Yeah.
that was right. We had a big house,
Mm-hmm.
and it was, the harbor was blocked on that way. And the boats from Chicago, where the summer used to come and dock down there for the winter.
Oh, yeah.
And my father used to, that's where my father said, don't let me catch you on them boats. And that was the first thing we did earlier in the night.
Oh, see, I knew there was stories. I did. You went on the boats.
Yeah, because that would be only the watchman on there.
And did you play there?
Yeah,
That was fun, huh? Your father never knew.
yes he did. So one night I said, James, here comes the watchman. And we jumped off of the boat. Because you know, the boat, gets away from the
dock?
The dock, And we could just about slip and fell down in there. And we made it to the,
You did it?
and I said, so I was walking along, I said, oh, shucks, it's only Pa.
I didn't get the last one.
It's only Pa.
Oh, it's only Pa. It wasn't the watchman. It was Pa. He was looking for you.
Yeah, but when we got home, we got Pa all right.
Ooh, you got a whipping.
What's that? Cat of 9 tails.
Cat of nine tails to your backside.
Crossed the lazy cross from behind.
Whoa. That hurt.
Sure did. We got those. And then we had to do chores. And he had the dairy then.
Oh boy, he put you to work. Did you go back to the boats again? Or is that your lesson?
I'm gonna say we have a good.
How about the time you were churning the butter?
Oh.
We got dropped into our head, how dangerous it was, jumping from the top of the deck of the boat to the top. And we could just slip and fell down into
The water.
and as the boat
Goes back and forth.
back and forth, we could be crushed.
How about the time you were churning the butter?
Well, they went to a wake,
Parents?
yeah. And when they left us, we had to churn the butter. In the hand churn. We'll be home by 10 o'clock. Be sure that it's all churned at that time. So, my brother, Bernard, and Willard and I, so we took turns turning the crank on the churn.
Yeah.
And this was a glass cover that sit on top of this churn with clamps. Right. So you evidently didn't tighten them tight enough. And as the gas fills up inside them,
Oh, Jesus.
the cover flew off. And the butter, the little hunks of butter flew all over everywhere, all over the ceiling and down the wall. This is in the kitchen. Thank God for that. And just about that time they came home. Well, I told you to make sure you tighten those clamps tight enough. He knew about the gas filling up in there.
Yeah.
So what we had to clean that all off before we went to bed.
Oh.
And I could see my brother yet scrubbing the kitchen floor. They were floors, you know. I don't know what kind of wood that was, flooring. But narrow.
Like slashes.
Yeah.
Took you a long time to clean it up.
I sure did.
Did you get in trouble for that too? Oh, did you get in trouble for that too? Did you get spanked?
Did we ever get spanked?
No. Did you get spanked because of the butter? Or did you just have to clean it up?
We got it.
So we've been talking a lot about, all the different parts of the family, and like Sister Jerome was saying about Sister Donatilla or what? Donatilla. She was captured in the war. She was over in Japan.
She taught the Japanese English.
And they captured her. And she was a prisoner, I guess he said. There's a picture in the album. There's some pictures because we were looking at old pictures. And there's a picture of Grandma Lillian with a woman. And she's like in a backyard. She's got a baby in her lap. Was that your mother-in-law sitting next to her? Do you remember who that was? I should have brought that with me. Thinking about it.
Is it on this page?
No. No one knows who it was. It was Grandma. She was outside, Grandma Lillian. And she's got a baby in her lap. Maybe it was like Billy or Paul or somebody. And there's a dark-haired woman sitting next to her. We don't know who that is. I'll bring it sometime maybe and you can tell me who it is. You probably remember. It's in Grandma Lillian's photo album.
Does that look like your grandma? Grandma Redmond?
Yes,
You remember
Is she nice?
her?
sure, because every Friday when I got out of school, when I went to school on Stewart Avenue, which was about 6 blocks up that way. And I walked down to my grandpa's house. I ring the doorbell. And all of a sudden his face would appear in the frame glass. And I could hear him say, "Sure now, Ma, it's the last." He had a broad yard long.
Very Irish.
Yeah. It's the last time Grandma was with me.
He's telling her that you're there.
I stay overnight. The next morning I get up and help him cut the grass. First of all, she gets a little red wagon out, and we go to the library. She had 5 books for herself and 5 books for him. And we go take them back, and she gets 5 all for each other. And whatever grocery shopping we had to do. And he had the best looking, probably the oldest you ever saw in your life. And he raised all along his diagonal fence. As he furnished the altar on St. Martin's Church, all was flowers all summer long.
What color, Aunt Claire? All colors?
Yeah.
All colors?
They're beautiful. Very big with big stalk and a lot of flowers. Used to make me mad. So every morning she'd go to church. We'd come down the front steps and go across the street and up the steps of the church. And some nasty old ladies, what are you doing here? And me and my grandmother. We belong down the Irish church. We don't belong here. And now you should see what they did to that St. Martin. That big statue of St. Martin outside. And somebody has painted them brown.
Oh, they damaged the statue?
They painted them brown instead of being white. They wanted to make them
What would your grandma say back to them when they would say?
Grandma, she would take her shoes.
Did she talk in the Irish?
She had a good teeth.
Yeah. Did she talk about hard times? Did she say she had a hard time when she was young in Ireland?
Yes.
Which came from County Clare and which came from County Cork? Do you remember?
My grandma came from County Clare.
Grandma Redmond from County Clare. And Grandpa Redmond from County Cork.
I don't know that.
That's what you always told me.
They had a big estate over there in Ireland. And the River Shannon flowed right through their estate. And I guess when there was no more work, no more anything, they decided to become the boss. Maybe they were eating back and forth to the cousin. Sure. Took 30 days on the boat.
A hard trip.
And then did he send for other relatives or how did they all end up here? Do you know?
In Chicago?
Yeah.
Well, there aren't that many here.
They had a big estate in Ireland? Your grandmother, your grandfather?
Yeah. Grandma. They were third cousins.
That's why they both have the same last name before marriage, huh? The River Shannon, she would tell you that the River Shannon was by her house?
Right through their estate.
What did they have on their estate? Did they grow things?
I don't know.
Oh.
Do you know what town it was or what area in Ireland?
Around County Clare, where we're at,
Uh-huh.
Right over there, you know. And Grandma had a sister that was head of convent there. The Mother Superior
Oh.
of the convent.
What was the name of that convent?
That I wouldn't know.
Did the sister come over to America too?
No.
Old Grandma's brothers and sisters didn't come over? Oh. And Grandpa's brothers and sisters didn't come over either? They stayed in Ireland, huh?
Yeah.
Just the two of them came over.
I suppose when so many moved out, moved away, you know, that left jobs open for other people.
Mm-hmm. Did she say that life was difficult in Ireland?
Oh, yes.
How so? She would just say it was hard? Hard to get work or hard to get food? Work.
Do they have food from the farm usually? Do you
I
know?
think so.
Do you think it was worse than the Depression was here in the 30s? Do you think the Depression here was worse
What
than
do you
the famine in Ireland?
Do you remember the Depression here?
Sure.
What do you remember?
I remember I worked in the bank at 63rd and Kedzie. I learned to be a bookkeeper, run a bookkeeping machine. And then wasn't that one? Was it Roosevelt president?
Mm-hmm.
And when he closed all the banks,
You lost your
then I
job?
was out of a job. So I went downtown to the agency downtown and got a job just like that. And I had 5 years of experience. I was 20 years old. And the chief bookkeeper there, he said ordinarily they only hire somebody under 20. They don't hire anybody. So long as you have 5 years of experience already. And he said to every for a chief clerk for every so many bookkeepers. So he told her, give her a test on the machine. So he put some checks and statements in front of me and the ledger. And when they saw that I knew how to get the right one out, put it in the machine and pick up the balance and post the checks and the deposits. She went like this to the chief clerk. And he said, well, ordinarily we don't hire anybody under 20. You see that you had this experience.
No, we need to, I don't know what's on Clare. Yes, I understand.
Did you need to give your paycheck to your family?
It wasn't a check, it was an envelope.
Mm-hmm.
I had to bring it home unopened.
Put it in the kitty.
Put it on the table.
I bet you did.
And we had to, at the bank there, we had to work on Saturday night to carry over balances. And we had our supper, they brought in our supper. And then they gave us, everybody $1 for say, carpenter. So I was allowed to keep that $1.
So did you walk instead?
Oh, no, that was
Oh, too far, okay.
But and every day I would get, my mother would dole out 14 cents car fare and $0.25 for lunch. they went into the kitty too.
Mhm.
And pretty soon I'd have enough to buy a nice dress that it would see in, like Marshall Field or stores.
You were quite a looker back then, weren't you, huh? You were a hot number then, girl. You were quite hot back then.
Quite what?
Good looking.
Good looking.
You mean I'm not now?
Oh, well, all right.
Your
Yeah.
sense of humor is terrific, Claire. Terrific sense of humor. You always did.
You should see how many proposals I've got already. They want me to go back to Mexico with them.
Oh yeah?
Lately?
Yeah.
Oh boy, she disappears, you're gonna know.
I guess.
Gotta watch her.
I said, and you got a job in Mexico. You know, we live on your
Oh, my Social Security.
Social Security. Yeah, I said,
You're a smart lady. You're no dummy, huh? Well, Aunt Claire, we really have to take and go, I think.
Where's our baby? Where did he go?
He's
Wanna
out
see
in the
the
grass.
Outside,
Wanna see
because
the
it's kind of warm, so she took him out, and he needs to, because you know he's in a strange area. He's used to. Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Wait, I'm coming. Jen.
She's gonna come and
She's
bring the
gonna
baby
bring the baby back for a minute.
just to say goodbye.
See, Gary's got oodles and oodles of pictures and all kinds of stuff. And he's really going to chronicle our whole
I
family.
was very
Mom.
happy to get to talk with you. I guess I met you, but I must have been really little when I met you.
I suppose.
Yeah. You must have come over to visit your brother, Willard.
When they hear it, think about that terrible accident.
Of Willard.
And my mother, till the day she died, I think she blamed herself. That has she not gone out, has she not made that arrangements for him to come and leave her and take the groceries home?
Well, you can never live your life thinking what if, you know?
No, or she did.
She did.
But he sure made something of himself.
Mm-hmm.
He did a lot of things. He had a lot of businesses and
he owned it. You know how they have a string of little houses.
Mm-hmm.
I think he owned one whole section there where they lived. And that's where he started his business.
Yeah. I better get my camera off.
oh yeah.
Delia this, because she couldn't be here, so I told her I'd take her movie and then you could say hello to her.
Hello, Delia. I'll get to see you one of these days. Yes,
No, you did pretty good.
Pretty good. I should play in the grass. I'll tell you where.
his feet are cold.
Yeah, it's getting cool outside.
And that's not all.
Is he okay? Tell me.
I haven't got any use of my left arm or my left leg.
Yeah.
That makes it hard.
They're paralyzed.
Well, how bad